right? You can see that there is a very heavy police presence behind me. This stretch of Utica Avenue between Avenues L and M, it is closed off because of what's going on. I want to point out to you, you might be able to see there are 2 U-Haul trucks there. It is believed that that is where bodies have been stored. They are not believed to be refrigerated. Of course, this disturbing discovery here. Police responded after reports of bodies in those trucks. Neighbors saying that there was a extremely foul odor for weeks now. Now, these are U-Haul trucks outside a building that houses services for the Andrew Cleckley Funeral Home. Sources telling Pix 11 that investigators have learned on scene that there are anywhere between 30 to 60 bodies being stored in these 2 U-Haul trucks. They are not, again, to be refrigerated. A neighbor telling me that the bodies are stacked one on top of another. The funeral home here, like so many throughout the city, they are filled to capacity. But of course, if these allegations are true, this is just such an undignified way to treat the dead. We spoke with neighbors just moments ago.
I know this has been going on all month now. I've been seeing a lot of action driving up and down Utica Avenue, and I see bodies being carried out all day long, nonstop. They're going into this tractor trailer here, which looks refrigerated. There's a bunch of dry U-Haul trucks, that they're putting the bodies in. I see them carrying bags and bags of bodies out all day. It's hard to look at, it's just hard to look at because they're carrying these bodies out like it's nothing.
Yeah, these bodies, we're told they were awaiting either cremation or burial. This is just sort of a holding area here of the funeral home. We're also told that the State Department of Health has been notified. We will continue to stay out here on scene, working the details of the story for you. We'll bring you more as we get it. Also more coming up tonight on the Pix 11 News at 6. Now we are live in the Flat and Land section of Brooklyn. I'm Shirley Chan, Pix 11 News.
You've tuned in to Stranger Than Fiction News, broadcasting live from the dark side of the planet. We're hearing of U-Hauls full of dead bodies, unrefrigerated. The whole neighborhood stank of death, ladies and gentlemen. Where did these bodies come from? What's going on out there in Brooklyn? What's going on out there in Queens? That's what people really want to know. We're hearing some very disturbing information from the UK NHS, which is saying that they're wanting to pull Black, Asian, and minorities away from the front lines because they feel that they have a genetic disposition to more severe disease. Now, we've shared this on our website, stfnreport.com. You can get the mainstream links right there. stfnreport.com, because this is Stranger Than Fiction News. We're hacking the matrix, hacking the screw tube out there. How's everybody doing? Very disturbing footage, very disturbing news from Brooklyn. U-Haul trucks full of dead bodies just left rotting in the street. What's going on? We've seen the mass graves. We've seen, what looks like mass casualty events out there. And you just have to wonder, how real is it? How bad is it out there right now? A lot of questions left unanswered. But we've got even more questions, ladies and gentlemen. More questions to ask. Because yesterday, reported by Newsweek and retweeted by Laura Ingram, we've got some very disturbing news. See, I see you out there. Howdy, everybody. Hi. How's it going? Let's look at this article from Newsweek again. It's important that we do. What is going on with the video guy? But what we're finding out is that Dr. Fauci and his Institute of NIAID, NIAID, was actually funding the Wuhan Institute of Virology for gain-of-function research on bat coronavirus. So you might be asking yourself, well, what is gain-of-function research on coronavirus? And how spooky is it that the very thing that they're funding over there through the U.S. government is what has hit the world. Let's look at this article from the National Institute of Health, right? Very official. Gain of function research, ethical analysis. So we can get the government's definition of gain of function. Gain of function research involves experimentation that aims or is expected to increase the transmissibility and or virulence of pathogens. Such research, when conducted by responsible scientists, usually but not always, aims to improve the understanding of disease-causing agents. So, what we have here is we've got a bridge between Dr. Fauci, the Wuhan Institute of Virology, and bat coronaviruses that were made to be more virulent through gain of function research. Does everyone understand the English that I'm speaking here? Do you understand what this means? Like and share, get this information out there. Clip the first 2 minutes of this broadcast or 10 minutes of this broadcast into a short video. Pump it out there because people need to know there's a direct link between this virus that's spreading around the country and the people in government. And, you know, they're going to want to deny this. They're going to want to bury this. They're going to want to suppress this. We're going to talk about it every single day. And this is spreading around right now, but they're going to want to change the subject. Don't let them change the subject, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to want to cancel the 4th of July. They're going to want to, you know, expand the lockdowns, make it more difficult for people just to live their lives, right? And obviously, this is a very self-serving epidemic. This is problem, reaction, solution. You know, they come out as wartime presidents. They declare it, you know, states of emergencies. They're on prime time every day. You couldn't pay for coverage like this. And, you know, it's starting to blow up in their faces. And they are legion. You know, one thing to remember in the Gospels, wherever Jesus went, these demons recognized him. You know, they didn't have walkie-talkies. They didn't have internet, but they all knew him. And, you know, there's something about this army of darkness that makes them interconnected in real time. Like, you know, having a brain chip or something. And so, you know, if you ever get the impression that you're being gang-stalked, it's not the government stalking you. It's this demonic army. That's what you're waking up to, ladies and gentlemen. And that's how they can get away with their massive operations like 9/11. They're all plugged into the same demonic hive mind. Once you understand the world like that, once you leave doubt behind, you'll see the glitches in the matrix for yourself. And it's real important that everybody knows the Bible by heart. They got it on audio, on ScrewTube. You know it better than your favorite song. Prioritize. What's more important to you? You know, MTV or the KJV? Every death tower out there surpasses bioinitiative safety standards. The question is, do you live in a hot zone? With the GQ EMF 390, you can see the dangers before your very eyes. You'll see who's getting dosed, and you'll be able to discover the hidden dangers lurking in your home. EMF 390 detects electric fields, magnetic fields, and RF radiation. These death towers are not safe, and everybody knows it. For full specs on the EMF 390, visit our product page.